9 months ago, I made a video saying that the Suns would go back to back. There were a lot of bad takes in that video, but it only got about 60 views, which is probably how much this video is gonna get. So in general, when you look at all the moves we made, none of them were bad. Like, when you trade Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson for Kevin Durant, your team probably gets better. If you trade Chris Paul and Landry Shamet for Bradley Beal, your team probably gets better. And if you trade DeAndre Ayton for Yusuf Nurkic and Gray, probably gets better. It's possible that not all those moves can be made on the same team, because at some point roster construction comes into play. We came into the season with a bad center rotation, no point guard, just three of the highest paid pure scorers in the game who didn't do much but score. And even if you're trying to have a successful super team, just because you have three of the best players in the league on the same team doesn't mean you'll win a championship. They have to fit and blend well together. And just having three guys who do nothing else but score and having two guys who play the same position next to each other, it's not going to go well. Because you're asking either Bradley Beal or Devin Booker, who have done nothing but score their entire careers. They just want to get out there and score as many points as they want. And you're asking one of them to be the primary playmaker. People were so against getting a point guard because then we would be running a three-guard lineup. But that's what we did anyways. We ran Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Grayson Allen as our three-guard lineup. Or if you look back, those Chris Paul, Devin Booker Suns teams carried them and made them a really good franchise this decade. Last year, we traded for Kevin Durant, and we have a legitimate team that some people are scared of. Devin Booker and Kevin Durant were immediately one of the most efficient duos in the league, and Chris Paul was there, like, pushing 40, still having games with 16 points, 16 assists. We had a really good team and eventually lost to the eventual champs to 6 games. That's not a bad postseason. We had a really good team, and yet so many people were against just simply running it back next season. I didn't mind trading Chris Paul because he was unreliable and got injured too many times. I would have liked trading him for someone like D'Angelo Russell or Malcolm Brogdon, but instead we get Bradley Beal, someone who plays the exact same position as Devin Booker, and you're asking them to play point guard. Everyone just says, well, Chris Paul was gone anyways, and Bradley Beal was the best player we could have gotten. But it's not all about best players, it's about the best fit, best construction around you. Just look at Denver. They're not a top-heavy wannabe super team. They're just a really good team with Jokic and all the correct pieces around Jokic. There's a chance they might go back-to-back this year. The goal should have been to surround Book and KD with the right pieces. But Ishbia ruined the team. It takes continuity and great roster construction to win a championship. So next year, instead of blowing it up like everyone wants to do, run it back with the big three of KD, Book, and Beal. Just get better pieces around him or around them. Maybe get a better coach, one who knows what he's doing on offense. Because right now, our draft capital is very low. Our assets are very low. And Ishbia has ruined this team enough. He spent all his money on a team that's dysfunctional. And so at this point, I don't really care what we do, because my expectations at this point are reasonably low. There might only be one solution. Draft Bronny and sign LeBron, because LeBron is in a similar situation to Durant right now. He's on a team who didn't meet expectations. He's old and wants to win now. It's pretty crazy that the Nuggets have gone 8-1 against the Lakers in the playoffs the last 2 years. But I think the biggest blowout was by 11, and that's not even a blowout. It's crazy that Denver has beat them that many times, but all the games have been close, and I think that shows that the Lakers are closer to where they want to be than their fans are thinking. Unlike the Suns, I think the Lakers have good roster construction, but the supporting cast, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, those guys are completely inconsistent. There are games in the playoffs where LeBron and AD have to do all the work just for them to lose. The Lakers are way easier to fix than the Suns. Just get a better head coach and make small adjustments to the roster if you want to. However, LeBron has a choice this year, and there's a chance that he becomes a free agent and leaves the Lakers. If the Lakers want to continue being a contender, they have to keep LeBron, whether that means drafting Bronny. If someone before them drafts Bronny, or if Bronny just doesn't get drafted at all, or if they don't want to waste their 17th pick on someone who doesn't deserve to be a top 3 round pick, the other way to convince LeBron to stay is to trade for a third star. A third star that can actually play well around LeBron and AD. And if LeBron wants to leave, then I question AD's future, because I don't think he would want to spend the rest of his career on a team who's not really a contender without LeBron. But LeBron and AD won a title with the Lakers. So 4 years later, if they want to rebuild, that's not a bad option. But it's just crazy that LeBron and KD are near retirement. Like, it's just an era coming to an end, and it's a new era uprising. And it's gonna be fun to watch. NBA is never gonna get boring. Thanks for watching. Go Suns.